Hi Prep 2, this lesson is for Tuesday's maths lesson this week and we are on week 5. Today we're going to be looking at solving scaling problems, and in order to be able to solve these problems you are going to be able to need to convert from centimetres to metres and vice versa, and therefore you will have to use your knowledge of multiplying by 10 and 100 and dividing by 10 and 100 too, in order to be able to do today's lesson. So let's go through the learning reminders. Architects, for example, will produce a scale drawing or even a scale model when working out what a design will look like, both as part of their work to a design building and then to show their clients. Every dimension will be the same fraction of the life-size one, e.g. each length might be 1/10 of what it will be when built. Now, I'm sure some of you will have seen models before which have written on them drawn or made to scale, and that is exactly what this is saying. It's when a smaller version of something is made, but it's all in proportion. So, a model car here was made that was 1/10 of the length of a real car. If the model was 48 centimetres, we can multiply by 10 to find the length of the actual car. So our number sentence, 48 multiplied by 10 equals 480. So we know that the actual length of the car is 48 centimetres or 4 metres and 80 centimetres, and we can work that out based on the model size. If the height of the actual car is 1 metre 60 centimetres or 160 centimetres, to find the height of the model we need to divide by 10. So 1 metre 60 is 160, 160 divided by 10 equals 16. So the length of the model will be about 16 centimetres. So here is an example of showing how you can find the real size based on the model, or how you can find the size of the model based on the real. One more practice turn. So a toy sheep is made that is a quarter of life size. It's the quarter of the size of a real sheep. If the toy is 15 centimetres long, we can multiply by 4, so remember always the denominator, to find the life size. So 15 multiplied by 4. Remember, a strategy when multiplying by 4 is double and double again. So double 15 you get 30, double 30 is 60. So the length of the real life size sheep is 60 centimetres. Let's try this in reverse. The height of the real sheep is 48 centimetres. We want to know what the height of the model sheep would be. So we divide by 4. 48 divided by 4. How many 4s go into 48? The answer is 12. You will need to be using these strategies in order to be successful in today's lesson. Mild and hot practice sheets, both looking at similar things. So for the mild one, you have got farm animal models, okay? Each model needs to be a quarter of the size of the real life animal. Now you are given the height and the length of the real life animals, and you will need to divide each number by 4 in order to work out what the model dimensions would be. The hot practice sheet is you are given some toy cars, and they are scale models, of course. Now, each toy car measurement is 1/10 of the real car measurements. So you need to calculate the real life-size measurements in metres. You will be doing some multiplications for this. You're given the measurements here. And then you've got a similar one to the mild. You are given the real life dimensions of these farm animals. You will need to calculate what the model size will be. They are a quarter of the size. You might want to do this in a table or as number sentences. It's completely up to you. You've got your answer sheet to self-mark for this one, and there is a bit stuck challenge to do with spiders. However, the investigation for today is, I think it's a really fun one, so I hope lots of you have a go at this, and it's called The Giant. So the giants are, on average, 4 times human height. Did you know that? I wonder if you did. All of their measurements, their hand span, their foot size and so on, everything they have, their furniture, their cutlery, books, TVs, are all 4 times greater than ours. So your challenge is to find 10 household items from your house. Try and get a variety. Maybe don't choose a knife, a fork and a spoon, as they're all going to be similar. You will need a ruler or a tape measure. You need to measure your 10 items and then calculate how large they would be for a giant. So you need to multiply all of your items by 4. And there is a challenge also, a few questions to think about to do with giants. So have a go at this one. Sounds quite fun and I hope you enjoy.